Hello and welcome to. We're looking at the Biohazard Zero manhwa manga, Chinese manga. Here's a translator and editor, Luna in the studios, and a disputer, Project Umbrella and RG Digest. Included this issue, a biochemical bullet. It was $14. Is that US dollars or Chinese? I don't know. I hate this world. Ever since both my parents died, one after the other. I was labelled by other people as cursed. I wonder who this is talking about. My relatives and so-called friends will keep a distance from this silent boy, with little fighting strength. Their responsibility for me would devolve into a passing game, where I would end up an orphan once that ugly game was over. But one day, when I was at my lowest, hiding deep in the woods, I saw her, that little white rabbit. I have no idea who these people are. And it's gonna go like snarl and whack. It was then my life would be forever changed. She would pull me from the depths of hell to paradise, a paradise of a little princess living in a luxurious castle with extraordinary style. I don't know what's going on. Sosis was a benevolent, kind-hearted soul. I saved her daughter, and in return she refused to shun this cursed person and treat me as if I was her son. The next few years after that would be the happiest in my life. In their castle I felt extremely happy and free, until one day my ball landed in an area of the castle that was off limits, where no one could step foot in. Well, it just goes underneath it. I've played it, I don't remember all this stuff, but oh well. In my glee I forgot in that moment I was cursed, but when I stepped foot into that cellar, a feeling of dread suddenly rose in my chest, growing stronger and stronger as my heart would beat faster and faster. And it was then I saw a glimpse of hell. Biohazard Zero Prologue, aka Resident Evil. Oh, I think I remember what this thing is. A sarcophagus. Are we sweating? Okay, tack. To the stars, a series of mysterious deaths occurred in these recent months. The bodies of deceased were visually savaged, as if it is assumed to be the result of a wild animal attack, putting the neighbours' residents in a panic. I hope that the relevant departments will send the personnel to investigate these grisly deaths at the Arkley mountain range as soon as possible and put our minds at ease. Ooh, dark stars. Oh yeah, this is the start of the game. See, this is in the game. Attention, this is the Stars Bravo team. You are speeding through a restricted area. You are ordered to stop the train immediately. Repeat, stop this train immediately. Chugga. Captain Marina. I've issued a warning to the train, but there was no response. Over. Alright team, listen up. Change of plan. There's a mysterious train running down a suspended railway. It's our job to investigate. Richard, Kenneth, you two are taking point. Rebecca, you'll serve as backup. Now is good of a time as any to gain some experience with Bravo team. Yes, sir. Okay, weird. Whatever. Go easy on you, kid Kenneth. Don't be too grouchy. Everything's clear. Stay focused, Richard. Okay, go. Oh, I'll try to remember how it starts or not. But I think it does. Your job is to assist them in completing their mission. Other priorities are moot. Keep communication open and often during the operation. And do not engage without permission, understand? Once the mission is complete, we'll rush back to our original objective and likely return back to HQ. So back to the forest, I guess? My first official act as Bravo. Gotta make it count. That's gonna do damage in the knees. As expected from the members of the Stars Bravo team, Richard Aiken and Kenneth J. Sullivan made it down in no time. Richard and I will take care of the cleanup work first. You'll be backup. Be careful. Yeah, well, yeah, you see it from Rebecca's point of view, don't you? Yeah. As these two entered the passenger wagon, they felt a change in the air, as if instinct told them to take strict precautions from heroin. On 3, 1, 2, 3, move, clear. Something's definitely wrong with this train. There's so many empty compartments. Because I'm sure the train has people. Meanwhile, on the other side of the train, as backup, Rebecca would choose his hidden carriage as drop-off, but would discover that this particular compartment was like being in a high-tech laboratory. I'm just skipping over zombies, aren't they? Why have these advanced instrument installed in such an ordinary train? And what is all this strange liquid? Is this train owned by Umbrella? That's the organization we're supposed to investigate. Could these bizarre murders somehow be connected to them? Meanwhile, Richard and Kenneth are about to enter another compartment in the sweep, where they would discover they weren't alone. That looks like, I think I know who it looks like. Oh, zombies. I thought it was Billy. Never mind. Freeze, nobody move. Stars, this train is under suspicion of interest, and you will give us your full cooperation. He. Gunshots? Oh wait, bang bang. Bang, bang, bang. It should be like bang, bang. No, it should be bang, bang, bang. Gunshots? There's Billy. Hurry up, goddammit, or I'll throw you in jail with the rest of the prisoners. The hell? Don't know who she is. One of the carriages not far from the laboratory was an actual prison cell. I think it's a hijack. Maybe they're finishing ghosts. They're shooting at something. Hey, it's Billy. Tom. Who's Tom? Sigh, Jesus. Whatever, man. The messier the better. Looks that way. Yeah, who are these people? Billy Cohen and the other inmates quickly unlocked their handcuffs. There's only two of them. What's going on? Repeat. There are hostile intruders occupying cars 3 and 4, requesting immediate support. Judging from the weapons and equipment, these men appear to be security guards, monitoring the prisoners. Message received. We'll be in right away. Billy, grab his weapon. See how you like it, bitch. Go, go. I feel like you think go, go, go. Wow, must mean something, that. Now armed, the prisoners make their escape. This way, come on. Just as Billy opens the door, Rebecca rushed over because of the gunshots, and the two would run into each other. Yeah. To make their escape, Tom was forced to punch Rebecca in the abdomen. I don't think you were forced to do that. What are you waiting for? Let's go. You just punch a random woman. Oh, is Tom like the bad guy for now? The prisoner is not familiar with the train's layout, and thus at a loss to find an exit. Ka-choo! Acting rashly, one of the guards took aim of his weapon and fired at a vital target, killing the prisoner instantly. Trying to escape her? Die! Bang bang! Look at him! Look at his eyeball! Look at it! Very blurry. Good thing we're not getting monetized. Tom responded instantly and shot back at the shooter. A quick burst made his would-be killer suffer. Not long after, more of his pursuers have arrived. Take him down! Bang bang! There's too many of them. I can't shoot my way out of this. Better die on my feet alone. Oh, you just pushed Billy. Tom would relax as he sealed the door. Hey, why'd you close the door? Tom, what the hell are you doing? And releases a grenade safety catch. Get out of here. No, Tom, don't do it. Creating an explosion powerful enough to blow apart an entire passenger car. The built-in laboratory and all its contents were not spared from the blast. Ah, my head. In the aftermath, the scene was laden with charred bodies. So only survivors are Rebecca and also Billy. Hey, wake up! From the remains of the laboratory, an unknown chemical will leak out from the ruined capsules, resulting in something horrible. We will never wait. Yeah, I don't think it's Tyrannosaurus or whatever. Welcome back. I'm so glad. Rebecca's kindness will be reoccupied with fright by a startled Billy with a loaded gun in her face. Well, Billy is supposed to be a bad guy. That's the weird image. Meanwhile, this man was a pilot of the stars. How did he end up as dinner for these crows? They're really violent with the eyes, aren't they? The answer for inquiring minds was a catastrophic result of a helicopter crash. As for the rest of the stars, a familiar scarred hand. Two youths well acquainted with each other. Well, there's a rabbit and clock. Looking at these two in the picture instantly takes them back in time. Who are they? Wait, that's... What the hell? That's Lisa Trevor, isn't it? Well, that bit is. Okay. Ah! I wonder who this guy is. This man wakes up from a dream. But was it really a dream? Or some memory of the past? And the pocket watch, could the boy in it be him from back then? And the girl? Ha! Ha! Sir, everything's ready. Good. It's gone mad already. This trial has got to work. I'm confident it will, sir. What are these monsters? How could they possibly exist? A selection of biochemical weapons were released in the secret room ready to kill the mystery man with the scars on his arms is conducting an experiment with one monster codenamed Tyrant as a target. That was a Tyrant, not Tyrant. So, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, and then the insecty things. Okay, he just ripped him apart. No. His battle process is remarkable. Excellent. With little effort, the Tyrant ripped apart the other biochemical weapons by himself, like a wild beast. His techniques were brutal and not powerful. Ah. Fuck. This nigh unbreakable glass, made from the same materials used in aerospace, would yield to a Tyrant prototype's heavy fist. This mystery man, however, would express disappointment rather than fear. Another failure. So is this Wesker or... Here we go. Stop with the eyeballs! Jesus, there's another eyeball. The monster's cellular structure began to break down. Failure? Again? Before it would ultimately fail. It's just random... random segue. There's not part of the game at all. Whatever. Now listen carefully, you flaccid pencil pushing folks. I don't care what methods you use, or how much money it takes. If the next test trial that fails under your supervision, there will be consequences. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Didn't mean to laugh at that. It turns out the inmates on the train were delivered as test subjects. We'll be getting a new batch of raw material on board one of our express trains. We can use them as test subjects for the next trial. I can hardly wait. Look, something's on the CCTV. As for the rest of the stars, they decide to resume with their original mission to investigate the old castle they suspect are connected to the grisly murders. So not the house, the mansion even. It's a weird choice to go. And here we are back here. The next sounds were made behind Rebecca. Well, we just deafened her. And probably blew her eardrum out. Those killed by the explosion from earlier were later contaminated by the lab's leaking chemicals, reviving them as zombies as they suffered towards Rebecca. What's the noises? Fortunately, Bill noticed something was wrong early and turned his gun towards the leading zombie for a headshot. See, it's the eyes again. Although the zombie was shot in a critical spot, it opens its mouth to devour its prey, Rebecca, as soon as it saw her. No way! What's this? Just pulling out a knife? Yep, knife straight to the head. Courage is a factor for earning one's place with the stars, as Rebecca would prove to Billy she had plenty of by thrusting her blade into the zombie's skull. Let's go, that blade should have killed him. It's like those things of the living dead. Impossible, it has to be something of those chemicals in that laboratory. There's too many of them. Keep him busy. While Rebecca would seal him away with the door. Still coming. We won't last much longer if we stay here. There has to be an exit. Clink. You don't need to tell me twice. We better find an escape soon, or we'll be their next big feast. The two would come across another compartment. There's a train. Yeah. Who was that? Squeak squeak. Rats. Not only have humans been affected by the chemical spill, but rats have been zombified, ready to pounce them both. Rats aren't in the game. I remember that. Billy would turn around and blast the zombie rat away like a crack shot. Blam. Like its human counterpart, the zombie rat survived and squealed ferociously. That must sound awful. Looks like I was right. When that one chemical enters the body, its host will mutate into something terrifying. In the end, it lost to my gun. One of these we can handle, but he would soon feel a sense of dread. You hear that? Squeak, squeak. I do. When there's one, there's none. There's lots. Looking around, they suddenly heard countless scurrying sounds throughout the entire carriage. Rebecca and Billy's escape is about to get much more difficult. What the hell is that sound? Oh, wow, there's loads of them. Jesus, there's so many of them. Hundreds of zombie rats were pouncing Rebecca and Billy from all directions, covering them in scratches and bruises before they could even have time to react. That is a lot. That's probably why we're not in the game. Swarms of... What does a scorpion? So, swarms of zombie rats and a monstrous scorpion. These are amongst the mutant remains of a shattered train. How will these two escape from the biochemical horrors before them? Why did the man with the claw marks engineer these monsters like zombies? All these and more will be answered in the next issue, the next video. Dun dun dun.